Hello, it's Chad from Blueberry Ridge Outdoors. Today we're going to be fixing a steering housing assembly on a Minn Kota Terrova autopilot. So in the hard waves, this plastic piece got broke. So in my last video I showed you how to replace the whole housing. Now I'm going to show you how to replace just the plastic piece. So we're going to open this up and see how much there is to just replacing the plastic piece. So the plastic piece is like $2 plus shipping. The steering housing assembly was like $180. So I felt it was time to put a whole new housing on, but let's see if we can fix this one and have it for a spare. All right, let's take it apart. So I'm just clamping the top half of the housing so I can loosen this bottom half. And then I'll flip it around and we'll take it off from the top because all I need to replace is this top piece. So this is a 9/64 Allen head to take these apart. Okay, now that we got them, oh, got one more yet. That one is not going to be able to fit in there. Got one more down in here. I'm going to get a hand Allen wrench to get in that one. There we go. Got that one loose. And just take this, set this off to the side. Take these out in order in case they're different lengths. That one I think is broke. So I just lay them out here, just like they came out of the head. Now we're going to take it out, we're going to flip it around so nothing falls out, hopefully. Put this in the vise. I'm going to try just using a screwdriver in the corner first. Very carefully. Just work it all the way around. Twist it. It comes off. Very, very carefully. Make sure nothing moves. Now I need to get this piece out of here is what we're trying to replace right here. Okay, we're going to set this bottom half off to the side. We're going to put this in the vise. Snug it up. This is soft metal, so don't squeeze it too hard in the vise. Just like that. It almost looks like a bearing and a seal here. So we take it apart. Set it just like it was. We'll get the new part. Okay, here's the part number. The package. I ordered ordered this straight from Minn Kota. So we need to take this ring off, put it on here, put it down in there, take the busted piece, take the rubber O-ring, put that down in there, and there's another, almost looks like a shim, that goes down in there, and then this goes right back down in where it was before. It sits right down in there. So it sits down in there really nice. Make sure it's down in the groove, nice and snug. There we go. Sits down in there kind of like a bearing. Okay, now we're gonna take this out. And we're gonna put this part back in here, like so. So you have 2 roll pins in here to line this up. So you shouldn't be able to put it on wrong. So I broke this stud off right here. I'm going to take this out before we continue. So I'm going to get a new bolt for that. But I'm going to take this out as long as I can get at it. I'm going to take that out now before I put this back together. I'm just going to use the vice grips, and hopefully that will be sufficient. Back and forth, like anything else. Make sure you got a real firm grip on it. There we go. Yeah, it comes out pretty easy. Just like that. Just go around and inspect, make sure this seal is still in good shape. No burrs along the edge. Here's the one I broke. So I'll go get a new one of those before I put it back together. But at least I got it out of here, so now I can put it back together with the bolts that I do have. So let's take this out, make sure this is still down in there snug. Which it is. Set this off to the side. This over here. Make sure this goes down correctly and everything lines up good. Just like that. Just take the blunt end of the hammer. Everything looks good. And we'll flip it over. carefully. Put all the bolts back where they need to be. Always start them by hand. This one. Let's do this. Okay. Just this one. Just on the size. Okay. Now I'm just going to use a wrench because I don't want to break any more of these off, just to bring that seal in good contact with the other half. So we're missing one screw we got to replace right there. Together, everything's nice and tight. Should have a good weatherproof seal on there. And we got a new piece in here. So now we got a good replacement. So that wasn't so hard. About 10 minutes and the right tools and you should be back in business. Although it takes a lot to get this housing off the trolling motor, but as far as fixing just this plastic piece on top, which I think is a pretty common piece that breaks, it's not all that bad. It costs about $2 plus shipping. So hopefully this all helps. And yeah, now we got a nice piece on top, nice and solid. So now we have a good spare to take with us when we travel, when we go fishing, Devil's Lake, or wherever we're headed next. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, click the like button, smash subscribe, and follow along and see where we're at next. One of these days we're going to get out of the shop. Wisconsin's weather's been kind of crazy, so the boat will be ready. All right, follow along and see where we're at next. Have a good one.